So, this video is PG-13, and parents, show this to your kids so they will know stranger danger, okay? So, today, I was supposed to have today off. And let me just say, this is how you know God puts you in the places that you're supposed to be in at the right time and everything like that, okay? So I was supposed to be off for work today, right? Okay. And I also had a clean of a cleaning, because I clean. I do cleanings. Okay? So I get called into work, and I'm like, I do my whole shift, and it's the time that she said that I'm supposed to be getting off. And I'm like, look, it's 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna be off. Well, my boss just kind of laughs, and then I'm literally there for 2 more hours. So I'm fine with it, whatever, hours, yeah, I don't mind. So I stay, and this place that I'm cleaning didn't have a time limit of having to have it done or a certain time I had to be there. But I just usually go at a certain time. Well, because I was, because for just some reason my boss laughed and made me stay 2 hours extra, I went there on a different time than I usually go. So I get off work and I start heading that way. And for some reason today, something had been telling me all day to only wear one earbud, because I know you're supposed to wear one earbud when you're on your bike, but I usually wear 2. Well, something had been telling me wear 1 today, and don't blast it all the way up. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna listen. So I did. And for some reason, I decided to not go on the correct side of the road today. For one time out of the day, I decided to break the rules and go on the opposite side of the road. Okay, which was odd to me. So I'm going down the road, and literally, I see this girl. Okay, she's running, and I'm like, whoa, that girl's running really fast. I see this guy behind her, and he is wearing all black. He has on a ski mask. He is wearing all black. And I see him stop running. He throws off his shoes, and then he starts running after her really fast. And I almost for a second thought it was like, could have been like a brother and sister, you know? But why does he have a face mask on? I mean, what is it called? A ski mask on. And why does she look frantic? Like, why does she look like panic mode, right? So, like, he's running after her, and they get, like, to this yard. And I'm like, oh, cool, they got to a yard. Cool. And then he hits her. He hits her, like, bam, on the back of the middle of the head, and she goes down to the ground. And I'm like, so, I don't know, like, I just keep riding my bike because I'm like trying to figure out, like, what should I do at this point? Because if I stop, what's going to happen to me, you know? And so I'm like, okay, I'm just going to keep riding my bike and watch from a distance. And like he's like hitting her, and I'm like, oh my god. And then she's like on the ground, and then there's a bush, so there's like a period of time where I couldn't see them. And so I'm like watching his shoes, because I'm like, he has to go back and get his shoes. Everybody is not gonna, like, everybody always goes back to their shoes, right? You wouldn't just leave your shoes, right? So I'm watching his shoes, and there was another guy that came out of nowhere. I don't even know where this guy came from, because I didn't see him. And he goes and picks up the shoes. He picks them up, and he's looking, and he like holds them, and he just walks a different direction. And I'm like, so at this point, I'm like kind of freaking out, but I'm also kind of not freaking out, because like I grew up in a different type of life where I've seen like similar things happen. Like, so like I was like kind of like what do I do? Do I mind my own business? Like, what do I do? And then I'm like trying to remind myself, like, okay, I'm on a Christian walk. You can't just ignore this type of things. Like, what do you do? And then so I'm like still like I'm watching and seeing and waiting, because I'm getting further and further away, and I'm like, is this dude gonna come back and get his shoes? Like, they totally disappeared, right? Like, they're gone. I can't see them at all. He doesn't come for his shoes. The other guy is gone. They're like gone, MIA. And so like literally I'm like, all right, that's kind of weird. So I call my pastor, and she's like I remember just seeing her face when I told her, and she's like, don't call me, I'm not the police. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right. Oh my gosh. So I call the police, and like, you know what is so weird? Out of all the times that I've ever called the police, they've either not came or they've taken 4 hours to get there. These police, they literally asked me, when did you see this happen? And I said, like 4 minutes ago or 3 minutes ago. I don't know. And they, you know what? They were where I was in like 2 minutes or less. And I was like, this is for real. This is for real. This is for real. Like, look. Like, they literally came. They came, bro. Like, I'm even sketched out about even making this video, but I just want to share this with people because I want you to be aware. Like, also, mind you, this was in the broad daylight. Like, we are living in a time where people are just watching things happen. And I literally seen so many cars drive past. Okay, we are living in a time like our president or Donald Trump, whatever, he literally, like, there was people watching the shooter getting ready to shoot him and then shoot at him. There was people watching. We are living in a time where people are just watching things happen and they're not doing anything about it. We are living in it. That is crazy. Like, and I didn't even know what to do. I did not know what to do. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, that's crazy, right? That's crazy. Do y'all think it was like a kidnapping? Like, I don't even know. I don't even know. It could have been anything, but be safe out here, y'all.